Hey, Nick here. Welcome to day 90 of the Starting a Software Company in 100 Days project. I'm out at my little three-season lake cabin in Minnesota, working from the bar here, the little bar area that we built. Um, enjoying the afternoon. It's actually pretty chilly today. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a little cold in here. I'm been doing a little bit of fishing and some yard work, kind of unwinding here on the weekend. If you may have noticed that some of the videos haven't been posted recently quite in as timely fashion as what they should. Having an issue with Loom here, who we use to record these videos. This video was uploaded 19 hours ago, and I still can't download it. So I've been reaching out to their support to see what, if anything, I can do. If I don't think it would be an upgrade issue if I need to upgrade or not. I think that should just work. And so today I want to mention, I want to show you one of the UI features that I've talked about that needs to be improved. We talked a lot about MVPs, minimum viable product. Everybody says, focus on the viable, simple, the SLC, simple, lovable, complete, the focus on the complete. And here's an example. If I want to activate a template, this is one of the pieces of UI that needs to get cleaned up. I go in here, and I mentioned this in probably about 40, 50 videos ago. You click on one of these processes, it activates it, and it just turns it on. But if you think about it, we need to add, as we were modeling out some of our processes at Harvest Profit, which is the other software company I have that we're going to use to test out Playbook, you need a little more dynamic nature to that turning on a process. And specifically, we need to add another field to the database. So I'm going to show you this video, or this slide deck that I made for Abhay, our developer. When I turn on a process, we need to be able to modify the process title. So if you're a property management company and you have 20 different processes, and one of them is an apartment checkout, you can modify the title to say it's for Sally Jones, the apartment checkout for Sally Jones. And then we need to add a field to the database for process details. So this wouldn't necessarily be updated. This wouldn't be set as part of the template, but this would be something that we could modify via an API or the web interface on, maybe you want to add an address, or maybe you want to add some contact information, or really adding anything to the process that would be individual or unique to that process itself. And so this is how a lot of the commentary that I've had for Abhay, our developer on this, is putting in Google Slides, explaining the issue, showing the UI, what I'm talking about. If you go back to, I activate a template, I click on it, it just automatically starts. I need to be able to, bring up a piece of UI, a form that I can update. So this form here is the process template creation, where we have a title, a description. The process is due a certain number of days after it's been turned on. Well, we need to change the process due date to a fixed due date. So if you want to modify it, you can. We need to add that process details screen here, or form field. So if you want to update the process and add some custom attributes to it, you can. And so really what I've found to work quite well for feedback, for to-dos, user stories, is to make a quick slide deck in Google Sheets, have the application open, create a Loom video, walk through, describe it, and then just attach that to a to-do in Basecamp. And then typically there will be a few comments back and forth within Basecamp, asking questions, asking clarification. If there's some certain circumstances that I necessarily didn't think about, Abhay's been very great at bringing those up. And so this is a needed piece to get us to, one, viability for the software product, and two, having a complete set of features. And so this is, really one of the last things that we need to build out. There's a few more. It's going to take us past 100 days. I'm still a little bit up in the air on whether we're going to try to add some conditional logic or some automations. Boris specifically had really good feedback on one of these videos that kind of pushed back at my assumption that I needed to add those features, and so I've kind of backed down from that a little bit, and I'll revisit that here over the coming week. But I just wanted to describe to you another piece. One, a piece of UI that needs to get improved. It just doesn't it doesn't get us to the complete state we need to be. And two, just describe how I give feedback, make a slide deck, screenshots, make a video describing it, and then adding a link to the slide deck so Abe can review that. I found it to be a pretty good process. Then we have some back and forth, and he gets, I answer any questions that he has, and boom, boom, we wrap it up. So with that, I just wanted to share this video with you on one of the improvements we needed to make and how we found a pretty productive way to give feedback to build our to-dos, our tasks, as we tackle the Playbook MVP. So with that, have a wonderful day. We love to have you watch these videos, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.